I was good, y'all. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the Bold Heat, baby. Welcome back to another video, man. Climb on in. Another interesting banger today. I wanted to get in here and just talk about, I know we talk about grind and self-improvement a lot. I want to talk a little about that, but I want to talk about like a real definition of that and your reasoning behind it. Because I think most of us get a lot of things misconstrued, you know what I'm saying? Or get a lot of things wrong when it comes to that. Or we think of it in such a little way instead of thinking of it from a bigger picture. Because how I look at self-improvement or getting better in general, yeah, you can use certain things for motivation, improvement. But when I actually sat down and thought about it myself, like I actually thought about it. And yeah, I can use certain things as motivation to get better, but what if you just changed your whole perception of it? Like, what if you just flipped the whole or switched the whole dynamic into getting better? Because most, for me in the beginning, what I like was just something I enjoyed doing was, using hurt or heartbreak to get better. But I think that's great, from a certain standpoint. But when I actually sat down and thought about it today, gang, in reality, you never really needed that to get better. You didn't. It was just it made you feel some type of way. It made you want to get better, which is great. I'm not knocking that. Like, you feel me? Like, I would never knock that. Yes, I say it all the time. Get better, improve in all ways, though. But I'm starting to realize, man, most of the time now, bro, that hurt and heartbreak that I used to feel isn't even my motivation no more, bro. I could care less about that. Now it's just becoming me or becoming the absolute best version of me. And yeah, I can use that, that type of fuel, but the reasoning behind it is for me. Like, I think most of us get in a almost as a poison mindset way of thinking, and I don't think it is, because you can get better based off of how your life was or whatever. But it's all a mindset thing, bro. You didn't have to use it. Now it came along and I could have been the reason why. Like, yes, that could have happened for you to get on your stuff. I believe that. I believe that could have happened. But what I started to notice after a while, I was like, if I just changed the whole dynamic or my whole reasoning for getting better, I think it'll last a lot longer. I think I can get a lot further if I switch the dynamic up a little bit. Because I'm trying to tell you, like, in the beginning, yes, the heartbreak was the motivation. But then I thought about it, and it's not to say someone's going to get even sorrier or slack off or nothing like that, but I can get better, a lot better, without it, by challenging myself, but it's all about kind of like conquering your mind, I think. Most definitely, because I'm not gonna lie, man, my calling is so big. It's pure greatness. I think that's why, I have to learn this, learn that, deal with this, deal with that, certain things, or go through certain obstacles, because I think the calling is very big. I'm not gonna lie. And I've been learning a lot pertaining to it, and especially like while grinding. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, sometimes grinding isn't as easy as most make it seem. And I know some people make it seem very, very easy, especially coming from me. Y'all know all that I do. At least some that have been watching for a while. You know all that I do, gang. So with the things that I'm most passionate about: acting, content creation, nature, calisthenics, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, it literally has to be your life. Like, that literally has to be your life. Grind, like, if you want to improve, it has to be your life. Like, I mean, like, every day. And not from a standpoint of, oh, I got, like, come on, let's get it. Good. But from a standpoint not like a peaceful type of standpoint, but like I'm talking like this because bro, this girl inspired me today. Just from watching some of her clips or whatever. Because I've noticed like it's not about it's all the time. It's not about how hard you go all the time. It's about how good you can do it while putting in enough work to be the best possible version of you. Now, if you want to be the hardest worker in the room and show anybody that you can go the hardest, blah blah blah. But one thing that I have noticed, I go really, really hard in the paint, gang. I mean, I go hard in the paint. I mean that. And I'm not BSing, I'm dead serious. I go hard in the paint daily. But it's like, why am I working this hard? And it's people that ain't working half as hard as me. And that's like, they're not working half as hard as me. And I ain't gonna lie, some of them making more cheese, some of them getting more engagement, some of them, and it's not the comparison that I'm looking at. I'm looking at it from a bigger picture. Instead of, I'm not gonna pull back and go lighter, but I'm saying, what if while grinding, we were able to learn as much, like focus more on learning how to do it the right way, like in your own way, obviously, while maintaining that level of drive, right? And I thought about that. I said, dang, okay. Because I'm giving you a whole cheat code right now, by the way. And I need y'all to listen because this is about to be a big switch for me too. Something I've been thinking about, something I've been working on lately. Or just thinking about it because it's been bothering me a lot. It's like I have to do better, but I gotta take the quality up. I have to take it up a notch. I gotta make this shit happen, bro. And I don't want most of y'all to get misled from most people, because they tell you, oh, consistency, oh, outwork everybody in the room. Cool. Like, I'm not saying I do that because I'm very, very competitive. Most definitely. I want somebody to tell me that I can't do it. I love that. Bring me more. But don't let that be your own focus. Your focus, I can't tell you how to live your life, whatever. But just try to be open-minded when you don't hear me out for a second. Listen, if we could focus on quality, number one, quality of it, consistency of it, and the drive, dedication, in whatever area of life you want to go in. It could be playing guitar. It could be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a certain way certain things should be done to reach a certain level. And you can make a whole new way. Not saying you can't, but I'm saying, grinding is so bro, they get it so effed up or bent, bro. Like I don't understand it. Like, and I'm one of the people who goes hard daily. That's my life. Like, that's literally my life. Going hard daily is my life. But I'm starting to realize, man, it can't just be that. It has to be in another area of life as well. Because obviously I go hard with the content. I go hard with the physical standpoint of life. But now I want to get into the spiritual standpoint of life, and I'm not going to lose the fire at all. But I'm just saying, gang, like, maybe that'll take me even further, because you can get very, very good. And, the balance of like my life is like gang. Like, what the fuck? Like, gang. Like, it's crazy, bro. But I don't know, bro. I'm starting to realize, like, I don't know, like, you most definitely have to be improving or working on improving. Get rid of the doubt. I've gotten rid of the fear completely. And some people say, oh, you're doing good. But yesterday, I'm going to tell you, gang, like, some people look at me like I'm this magical ass person sometimes. But I'm not going to lie, bro. I have those moments too where I'm like, dang, bro, sometimes I feel as if it's not working how it should be working. But then I have to remind myself, like, exactly where you're supposed to be at, you know. But gang, I had those moments too, bro. I'm trying to tell you. And it's gonna be a lot of people that come back to this video, you know, maybe 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. And y'all gonna see what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all are gonna see the big change, the big difference, the growth, the improvement. The views ain't gonna lie, the engagement isn't gonna lie. You know, but I'm trying to tell you, gang, like wherever you are right now, like I had those moments too, and I probably still have them. And I'm talking like in third person as if like I'm speaking from a future standpoint, you know. But I'm telling you, it happens, bro. Like I have those moments where I don't be feeling it all the time. Or I don't want to do it all the time. Sometimes, bro, I look at like, damn, nigga, like what are you working for? Like what are you working towards? Well, I know what I'm working towards, but it's like, damn, nigga. Sometimes I would train, like if I'm training, I will overtrain sometimes. I don't know why, but sometimes I have to. I feel like I need to because it brings a form of, I don't know, it's kind of like how I release a form of like not anger, but I don't know, it just helps me. I can't describe it right now, bro. But I get those moments too, bro. Most definitely. But I think the bigger picture, obviously doing exactly what it takes, obviously pushing yourself to be better, conquering your mind. But like, gang, let's focus on doing it, but learning how to do it the right way in the process of doing it. Because I don't want people to stay in the same spot. I don't want people to stay stagnant and like that. You know, grinding, but people look at grinding so weirdly now, you know. And some people think grinding, you know, I've seen someone say, hey, bro, this boy grinding, he going to the gym 4 times a week, blah, blah, blah. Shit, I'm like, damn, y'all call that grinding? You know what I'm saying? But anywho, gang, I just came to the deep understanding, or not understanding. I came to a conclusion just from looking at other people that are doing similar things to me, like the similar, like, not just similarities. We have a lot of similarities, but they're doing the exact same thing as me. But I can say this now: they're doing it better, right? And not putting in half the work that I'm putting in. I could tell probably because they don't need to or whatever. But I gotta step it up, and I know exactly what it is. It's not just the output I'm giving; it has to be the quality of it. You can take 10 fights a week if you're a boxer and lose every single last one of them and not learn shit. But the person who's willing to learn from every mistake in every fight that he took and apply it to the next fight and the next fight and the next fight, he'll get better. He'll improve a lot faster than someone who's just, you know, just doing it just to, trust me. But yeah, I came to that conclusion, bro. I gotta tighten up, bro. So I don't have much time to waste. I gotta make this pop off. I know I'm gonna do it. I know I'm gonna blow up on social media. I know it. But, you know, just those moments, bro. But we're gonna end it off right there. I appreciate you for watching, nigga. And we're gonna see you in the next banger. You did.